Merry Christmas. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back. Look, everyone said I wouldn't be back, but I'm back. I even got heckled. Someone said, "Bros all alone, dead ass," and I said, "Will you drink my piss for $50?" He didn't reply. He's probably an Ice Show Speed fan because he called me bro. I hate when people call me bro. It's like black. It's some like ebonic shit. And that's the thing. Is like the people who will heckle me will probably be black or brown because they have to. Because it's like they gotta like they don't have a lot of ways to get on the white man. So the only way they can like get one on the white man is to like um is metrics they know they can like beat me on, which will be yeah street. It'll be like anything to do with entertainment. So it's anything to do which is not like a gradable skill, if that makes sense. It's anything that's like just based on public opinion. That's always the stuff that black people are like surprisingly really good at. And it's definitely nothing to do just because like people can just vote and they can just it doesn't matter, you know. There's no professionals grading it. It's just whatever, man. It's just like music. It's just maybe you just really like this song, dude. And that definitely doesn't happen. I definitely don't just see like a slur of like the same generic looking black guys who just seem to just do the same generic streams and talk about the same generic shit, and it's like they just get the same generic zombie kind of fans, and it's just obvious there's just a bunch of blackos who just like they're all voting for each other. So it's like once we finally crack down and just accept that not every single person's opinion is worth the same. Certain races make more money and their opinions might be worth more. You'll just find that like all these like black streamers and stuff, they might still be big, but it'd just be like they're not going to be worth as much because like if it's just fucking they're just making loads of content for Africans, and that's just what it'll just be defined as. I know at the moment me saying this is like racist, but it'll just be like we'll just get to a point where eventually we'll just have like America will just be all white. All Mexicans will just be back in Mexico. All like black people will be back in Africa. And that's everyone. That's like the rich ones, the basketball players, the comedians. Every single one of them are gonna go back. And like obviously they will still be able to stream and stuff. But then what I'm saying is then like the Jewish people will realize that oh no, we can't like just make slop for Indians and black people now. We've got to like if we want to, I don't know, because even the Jews at this point might go back to Israel because like everyone's just fed up with it. We're just sick of having other people from countries that are nothing to do with America or Europe just coming in and just telling us how to. And it's like surprisingly, when they do it, even if we just decide let's just let them do it for some fucking reason, surprisingly they just end up like voting against the sort of like the host the male host of that country, the strongest part of that country. It's so bizarre they would do that, isn't it? It's really weird. I would have thought they would all vote in favor and they'd give us like loads of money and like try and like make look out for us, but no, they're not, dude. They're fucking And they're not. It's fucking surprisingly, they just want us to have the worst of everything. Like that's the thing. Anyway, I would like to see any. I'll throw the gauntlet down. Show me like any so semi good looking like white guy, straight white guy. Has to be straight. It can't be gay. Can't be bi because that doesn't count. Anyone who's straight white male like me, who's an up and comer who's doing really well, because I promise you there will be very little. But if you like look at how many black people there are who are just like starting up their YouTube streams like today, they'll just get loads of views because they'll just go on at a new bit and there's just black people just have nothing better to do because they're all unemployed. And they'll just go on and they'll be like, oh, sweet man, there's another black guy who's just like a generic version of every other black guy that I follow. But because I just refuse out of just an anger, a resentment of my ethnicity that like I like I want to use all of the inventions the white people invented, but actually I'm just secretly really resentful for it. So I'm gonna lie to you and pretend that I'm really thankful for you for making it, but I don't. I secretly harbor massive resentment. I'm gonna use every facet of my life just to try and passively make your life really shit. The white women won't realize it because I'm going to be nice to them because I want to sleep with them. But the white men, oh yeah, they're going to fucking hate it. And what we'll do as well is we're going to like indoctrinate them as well. So the white women will hate you too. So the white women are going to hate you because we're going to give them a really bad relationship with their dad. So they're going to have a really bad like opinion on the patriarch. And then we're going to spend the rest of the time uh, um, trying to replace you. And you know what? This is the only problem with this is it sets a dangerous precipice. Because when we get our own back and we finally push back, this is what I was thinking is that um, essentially you've shown your hand to us. You've shown your hand to the straight white males, which is that you don't want us to thrive. For some reason you can't coexist with us. That's fine. That's okay. We get it. But the only problem now you've put with that is that you've shown us like what you're willing to do to fuck us over. So now once we get the um once we're in charge, we're just gonna have the absolute ability to do exactly the same, and there's just gonna be nothing you can do to say about it. Because if you're gonna go and say, "Oh no, this particular you're gonna try and exterminate this race," it was like, hello, did you not see what was happening in like 2014 up until 2025? Oh yeah, but that was different. Okay, I don't know why. It's like I always said this to people. I said it to certain people who I fucked over in the past. I don't know why you want to fuck with me. Like I'm like I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but it's like sometimes it's just like you tell people that you're smart and they don't believe you, so they just think I don't believe them, so I'm gonna fuck them over. But my theory's always just been, why would you want to fuck over someone who like is smart? Even if you just want to like claim out of a weird arrogance that they're not, because you just refuse. If you've just got like undisputable proof that someone is intelligent, I just don't get why you'd want to fuck with them. It's just this sounds like the least smart thing to like, literally, ironically, it's the least smart thing to do. You know what? I'm gonna pick on them because they know I know they're smart. So if at least I take them out, I know I'm smarter than them. That's probably their logic. Because a lot of these people are just like narcissists. They just think that there's nothing, no one's smarter than them. that's what would happen. We would split up like the so you'd have like black people would just be able to only vote for like black people. And it'll go back to how it was in like the 60s and the 70s where you just had like just very conventional celebrities that made sense. It's just if you go if you- it's just if you like look how celebrities were again, it's just you'll see like a deep appreciation, sorry, a very easy depreciation of just like how good looking like the men have got, especially like the white men. The women still have actually not, because Indian guys just want to like jerk off to the women, so they're gonna vote for the hottest of women, because this is again, it's just showing you like what happens if you just give like voting powers to like browns and like black people. They just vote with their dick. They don't care about the quality. They don't care about like what they're coming out with. All they care about is just fucking like getting their dick off, and or if they're watching a straight white male, they don't want them to be good looking. They want them to be like ugly and like look fucked, so that they don't feel too insecure. Because Indians can suck my massive dick and balls.
Not ranked #1.
Right.
Just a month of what you have, and you have the nerve and the audacity to sit there and be like, "Oh, it's not what it used to be. I got my girlies on Instagram, but this is literally a glorified hissy fit. You're a toddler. My 12-year-old cousins would know not to do this. Like, this is a."
It's her 12-year-old cousin. Look, let me just tell you, like, Katie knows everything about kids, but she hasn't got any herself, but she has a 12-year-old cousin. So she vicariously can be like a parent through that. And this isn't like another thing I hate when you like speak to these like people. Like, it goes back to my like they're trying to like make themselves more important than they are. So they don't have their own kids, so they haven't like again risked it or had to go through like 9 months of like really worried about like is the child going to be okay, going to all the frequent updates and scans and stuff, blah 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 blah. She doesn't want to do that. She wants to have brat hot girl summer. She wants to like be able to still go out and just get all the tats, get like get all the validation from all the dudes. But then if she wants to, you know, have the parents, she's got she's got a cousin. She's fine. So she can easily just like learn any like from the couple of hours a year that she spends seeing her cousin or whatever. Oops, how do I do it? Oh my god. Got him. What am I gonna do? Ah, willies.
Moving that tram car.
The autoloader's busted. But stasis should do the trick. Just gotta time it.
Great. But hurry. Okay? Sound carries down here.
Right loader claw disengaged. Right loader claw engaged.
Good God.
Embarrassing. If your views weren't good before, they're probably not going to be good now. Let me tell you that, sunshine.
But I miss the days of knowing who I'm posting my content for. And I'm just like, how do like these new creators grow at this point? Like, do the new creators out there, do you guys feel like you're connecting with an audience?
Fuck Brown
That's
Lord.
like as well, trying to make out like she actually cares, right? She's there like, oh my god, if it's bad for me, it must be really bad for you. I don't know why I went anime there, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
How's that anime? Which anime is that from? It doesn't even make any sense because like all anime is basically done in like Japanese anyway. So it's like, what is the dub of the anime? Is it? But I'm not allowed to say that because I'd probably be myself. I mean, what would I know, dude?
You got it.
I just get mocked by brown lords on.
You said a data board was fried too?
Inventory says there's a spare board in the maintenance bay. We can't run the trams without it.
When all was cool as K and like, I don't know, I should speed. I mean, what I thought it was really funny actually. That someone's like, "Oh yeah, so what did I eat?" This is bullshit. It's utter garbage. So we were there, and my dad was just like, "Oh, don't get the hottest thing. You're gonna look like a right prat if you don't eat. If you don't eat." I was like, "You're joking? I literally did this every time. It's never hot." And again, the Indian fucker comes out, and he's like, "What would you like?" I was like, "Please, can I have like pilau rice with mushrooms?" And I said, "Can you just make? I'm vegan, so can you just make me the hottest thing you can?" Bit vegan. I thought that wasn't like a hard thing. I just thought like, yeah, they're just gonna make me look good. Because I even complained about it in like a previous stream. I was like, I said, and everyone like laughed and said, "Oh, I'm racist." But I said like, "Oh, they serve you something. It's just like a bowl of like chopped potato, cauliflower, and like carrot, and they just cover it in hot sauce." So I was thinking, well, at least I have that to look forward to. Oh no. So I ordered it, and then the plate comes by, and it's literally like my parents get their food, and it looks great. It's like a nice dish. You can see like big pieces of meat slathered in the sauce. And then like mine comes over, and I was like, what? He just like puts it down. It just looks like a bowl of like a little bowl of like tomato puree. I was like, what? And like I got my spoon, and I was like, oh, maybe the pieces are in it. And I was like, no. Like as I was like rotating the spoon, it was completely just a sauce. I was like, what is this? So for some reason, he literally just gave me like vindaloo sauce. And to add to like straight white male guilt, more like my brother slash my parents do like boomers, and my brother is like a Gen X. He's like, I think he's like Gen X. They're too embarrassed to like actually just admit that they fucked up, really. So they like try and like make me the victim again. No, sorry, they victim shame me, and they're like, I don't think you asked for it very clearly. And I was like, oh yeah, sorry, because I should be the one who knows how exactly I want things. So I should tell him exactly how things are. I should say, can you make me a vindaloo? Can you make sure it's got tofu in it? Can you make sure it's got like cumin? Can you make sure it's got like paprika? Can you make, just something? It's like, no, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. Like, just use your brain, you little fuck. Like, why would someone just order a bowl of like sauce? This is just this like level of, and then my dad was like, I don't think he spoke English very well. I said, oh, sorry, why is that my fault? Why is that my fault? Which is a great point. Why is that my fault? why do I have to come into like, and why do I have to go into go from my country, and I have to, if I go to India, fine, I get it. So quickly just threw those. I was like, oh, nah, bullshit. Just shut up.
My life.
Oh, we're nearly at the end of it. I mean, that's fine. I probably should go to bed anyway. What we are, 20 minutes. It wasn't even hot. So essentially, all I ate for dinner was just pilau rice with mushrooms and a sauce on top. And that's what I'm saying to you. It's like I'm just not excited to go to an Indian place. Just can't be bothered. It's just bullshit. It's like I'll be honest with you. Was it actually a good dinner? No, it really wasn't. I didn't want to say it in front of my parents, but it really isn't. I'm literally going for them. I would have given it like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Um, I just think the ordering was bullshit. That's not my fault. I just think like I think, and then my brother did actually back up. So he did actually like stick up for me because he was like, it'd be like if you ordered like a Big Mac from McDonald's, and for some reason they just assumed that you would want to eat would be like the burger patty and like the cheese. And it's just like no, just use some common sense. It's just that he doesn't. He won't have that. He was just like. He doesn't get it. So for me, it's just like that thing where I don't want to like, be awkward and be like, no, can you take this back? And just tell him to fucking do it, because he'll spit in it. Just eat it, eat the goo, and then and that's what I do. I just feel like it's a humiliation ritual. Why am I just eating goo? It's goo and rice. And if I'm gonna be like really like pedantic, like even the booth wasn't even like very clean. Like the table was clean, but the booth was like covered in crumbs. I was like, just again, and it's not even an excuse because we were the first ones in. So I'm not even falling for that bullshit. Mental. But remember, I'm racist. And then the other thing is, it's just like, sometimes it's just like deliberate incompetency, I just find. And it's just like, I don't care. And I think this is like what a lot of the young people are getting to the point of. It's like, we're getting to the point where we don't feel shame or guilt anymore about like, I don't know, feeling like aliens in our own home. Like, why am I like feeling offended? Like, for some reason I spoke to this dude and he's just not able to like understand. I just don't want to eat a bowl of fucking sauce. Just utter garbage. Just that's fine because it's just this is all just ammunition I'm just gonna bring up. So if when I become ruler of the universe, which will be probably in like 10 years time, these will just be great things that I'll remember. And people will be like, "Why are you being like this?" And I'll be like, "Well, I'll tell you this one time it's a restaurant, right?" And they'll be like, "Oh, that's really just yeah, that's facts." I know. I know. It's like you know the fact that you always now every time you go to a restaurant you always have a white server and you always get the food perfectly. Yeah, that's because of me. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. No. I mean, don't worry about it. Just remember going to Christmas. It was Christmas dinner. I mean, I wasn't really looking forward to it. No, I was looking forward to seeing my parents. Don't get me wrong with that. I just wasn't looking forward to the dinner. Even the poppadoms, I'm just like, I don't like poppadoms. They had like lime pickle, and it was like, I think it was like an interesting taste. It's just not something I'm never gonna decide. I'm never gonna be like, do you want to eat fucking poppadoms and rice? Not gonna happen. This is just all a fucking gaslight. I just don't think curries are that nice. That's what I'm saying to you. Like a lot of like people like at my age disagree with that. They've done it out of almost like a It's just a allegiance test. They see like if you eat curry, you're like one of them. You're like Big John. Right, there's not long of this, so I might as well finish this off.
Stories, things that I find funny, things I hate, people I hate, and I talk. And naturally, I will gain an audience who like me, who want to hear what I want to say, who are attracted to something that I say, or something reels them in. If I was following a creator who I was, I guess, interested in, and then they did this, and then were like, what do you want, what do you... Like, I would be so off.
Okay. That's what I mean. This is like what you would think. And you just think loads of shit. I mean, you'd say that about me. You'd be like, oh, I'm too opinionated. Why don't you just agree with everything I say? Brat Hot Girl Summer. Alright, let's just finish off this video then.
It's a little bit desperate, and I think like good creators, not that I'm one of them, okay? No, I'm joking, but good, at least authentic creators.
Is she a good creator? Look, she's got all these like tattoos on her hands. It's just like, I don't understand.
Because that's what I like in creators. Like growing up, my favorite content creator was Jackmate. I've spoke about this before. He was a huge inspiration to my humor, my kind of comedic timing, I guess just comedy in general. That's who I really liked, and I loved as well that he was authentic and real, and he would just say like, I'm posting this because I want to post it, or I'm posting this because it does well, you know? If Jack was to have sat there and been like, what do you guys want? Like, nothing's doing well, I would have been like, me, what is this crash out? Like, this is cringe. You don't do this. Like, you're trying so hard now to act like you're best friends with your audience and you just want to make them happy. It's not about that, though, is it? It's about the views and the money. And if it was about creating an audience, like, why would you go about it in the way that you did? Because you've created a further divide between you and your audience. You've made it look like you're even less relatable. I feel like that's all I have to say. I don't want to go on and on because I'll end up repeating myself over and over again. Do I think that this girl is the devil? No. I think she's just a bit stupid, like we all are. You know, we're all a bit stupid sometimes. I think content creators are just tiring for a lot of people. I think the working class people of the world are just a little bit bored of seeing influencers get on this app and just...
I mean, that she's kind of right. An interesting take. She's become like horribly aware of herself. And that's why, in a sense, I just think that people like me potentially will make an uprise. I'm not trying to like sound arrogant, but I just think I know it sounds like people say this, but I am kind of like trying to like almost be like an anti-celebrity in the sense that I just don't care about fame. And in fact, I actually like it almost when I just talk to myself. I don't want some fuckwit to just be here saying like some stupid shit. I want some fuckwit in my chat saying like, oh, like, yeah, I am all like, that's the company I want. I don't want like a million more Pegasuses or like a million Ks or bullshit. The people who want to follow me are going to be the true ones. I know you're going to not believe that, and that's fine because you're not one. But the people who do, they'll go. I'm sorry, you couldn't make it. But I think, yeah, she's right. Part of the reason I actually started to stream actually was because I was actually getting really fed up with just this, like, I guess it was like celebrity fatigue. Where it's just almost, it's like she says, it's just like normal people who are now probably the worst off they've ever been. And that's debatable because, like, if you're like an African immigrant, no, you've got the best life ever, actually, because you've been able to like just fucking come to this country. Your family history is the best ever. if you're a little African kid who was born in like the year 2000, you've got the best life ever because you're just like now you're 25 years old. You just get a dinghy over here, and now you're like eating cake and smoking our cigarettes, drinking booze, and sleeping with old white women. That's all cool, man. But then it's like any native white person, their like lives have gone down significantly because we've had to like fund all this shit because it's just what they're doing, just hemorrhaging cash out of like our system.
Right. And again, I think people talking about their mental health is motivational, inspiring, but that's not what we've got here. We've just got a girl complaining that her views are in the because quite frankly, she be falling off. Happens to us all. You've had a good run. You're a millionaire by the looks of it. Just be grateful. Just be grateful for the time that you've had. Thank you very much for watching. I promise if you have joined me today, I'm not always this bitch. Well, no, that's not true. I am.
I love like this is her being bitchy. And again, this is the sort of thing where it's like that for me was just this is what I'm saying is that and it's actually true because I was at the restaurant actually and like I made like a joke and my dad just said the problem with you is he was like you sound like I was like you're so sarcastic I can't tell. I think that's the problem. It's people just like again, if you're brown or black, you're just not gonna have the nuance. The only people who are gonna understand me are gonna be like so tiny, and they're not gonna be on the stream. The people that I want to attract aren't even gonna be on here, so it's just I'm failing. That's why like when the guy on this said like, but yeah, I will be by myself forever because no one with probably an IQ of over like 120 is using this. I'll be really frank with you. I'm wasting my time. Utterly wasting my time. It's like you want to be listening to like Tectone or like, I don't know, Asmongold. Asmongold's probably like 150, 115 maybe. Problem is, the smarter you usually are, the more racist you are, and he's not. That's my only thing. Maybe he is in private, but
But I'm not always this no, I am also always this negative. I'm always like this, yeah? Subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video.
yeah, like so, like her thumbnail's really fucked. So it's like a picture of like Hello Kitty, but she's got like an AK-47. It's like so edgy, and then she's got like cake that's in it. It's just, I don't know. It's the music's really fucked as well. It's like some like kids music. And it's like hot. It's just I don't know. It's just like that. This sort of edgy scene girl look. Like hey, like all right. So he's live.
We can't miss a life-saving moment. It's speed that saves lives. Right now,
of a person. And you think one can change but not the other? And I think you think one can change but not the other because it would disadvantage you to believe they could both not change. Obviously, as a man, you're not bothered about changing into a woman and joining their sports. But as someone of Indian descent, you are bothered about the biologically essential nature of belonging to a nation. That obviously matters to you because it would kick you out of the club. And so you have to be on the point of this contradiction. Yes, we can transnationalize ourselves, but no, we can't transgenderize ourselves because that would be fucking ridiculous. And it's like, right, okay, Vivek, all right. And again, it's not me who's reducing this to these just two categories. He's reduced it to two categories. You either are, like he's literally saying, trans Americans are Americans. Is Vivek Ramaswamy's battle cry here? Trans Americans are Americans. I know that my name is Vivek Ramaswamy, and when in 1,000 years they dig me up, the objective metrics of me will be I am an Indian man, but I'm a trans American. I'm just as American as anyone else. There's only one type of American, and that's the American, and therefore trans Americans are Americans. That's Vivek Ramaswamy's opinion on nationality, but trans women are not women. So, okay. All right, Vivek, and again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be exclusionary. I'm not trying to say that Vivek can't, in some regards, be considered an American. But he's the one saying that the lineage of the original founding stock of America doesn't matter at all. In the same way that transgender actor Judith Butler would say, no, it doesn't matter that biologically every cell in your body is male. You can be a woman. You are being held in by these socially... I mean, he's literally arguing that the nation itself is socially constructed from the ideology of the people who agree to it. This is literally what his argument is. Trans Americans are Americans. Trans women are women. One he agrees with, the other he doesn't. It's just wrong. It is just contradictory. It's just not correct. And he's the one who set the tone here. He's the one who set the framing. In his own framing, he has this contradiction. He could adopt a completely different framing like I've been proposing. That there is the initial heritage Americans of the United States, and they have a particular creed, and there are people who can bind to this creed in the same way you get weebs for any culture, basically. Right? You get, Hellenophiles or, Anglophiles or whatever. That's basically what he's describing. He's an Americanophile. It's like, okay, that's fine. It's totally fine. You can join the United States. I'm sure there are lots of people who are happy to have you on their team. You're an eloquent speaker, but you have a particular contradiction here, an inconsistency in your own thought. And that is not going to go away by simply denying that heritage Americans are not Americans. It's not going to work.
If you believe, thank you. It's pretty obvious, but I'll say it anyway. If you believe in racial quotas and government hiring, you have no place in the conservative movement. Sorry, you're not on the team. You're free to believe it. It's a free country, but you have no place in the conservative movement. If you believe in normalizing hatred towards any ethnic group, toward whites, towards blacks, towards Hispanics, towards Jews, towards Indians, you have no place in the future of the conservative movement.
So that's a very liberal position as well. Now, I'm not suggesting we should be for hatred, obviously. Hatred is a profoundly unproductive emotion at the very best of times. But this concern with having characterizations about groups is the most liberal thing. So, you're not allowed to really have an opinion on certain groups. It's like, okay, but that means I need to treat everyone as if they're a self-authored atomic individual who exists in no place and no time. It's just popped